Tora Tora! Let's go! Oh, yeah!
Our entire naval base was awakened with most of the fleet anchored peacefully within the confines of the harbor. The Imperial Japanese Navy sent the first wave of 189 fighters and bombers from Japan's first air fleet. The surprise was so complete that the coded success signal Tora 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 was sent back to the carrier task force before the first bomb fell.
A single remote radar station had spotted the incoming raiders, but mistook them for a flight of B-17s due in from the mainland. The B-17s arrive, and like America herself, find themselves in a war that had not yet been declared. The attack was from the Japanese aircraft carriers Akagi, Akaga, Hiru, Suru, and the two new carriers, the Shokuku and the Suikuku. The raid lasts for a little over 2 gruesome hours. When the first bombs began to fall, pilots all over the island jumped into action at Wheeler Field. Lieutenant Phillips welcomed jumping out of bed, strapping on a 45 caliber pistol over his purple pajamas, and ran to a working Curtiss P-36 Hawk. He was joined by 4 more P-36 pilots, Louis Sanders, Harry Brown, Gordon Sterling, and Malcolm Mike Moore. They took off to engage the attacking Japanese and managed to shoot down a few of the enemy Japanese Zeros, Vals, and Ks. But the enemy numbers were incredibly overwhelming.
Meanwhile, elsewhere on the island, Kenneth Taylor and George Welch were just returning from an all-night dinner, dance, and poker party. These brave pilots, still in their formal dress, raced to a couple of B-40 Warhawks, got them fueled and armed, and took off and quickly found themselves in the middle of a real battle. These two brave pilots caught up with the Japanese close to Pearl Harbor and Higgins Field and engaged the Zeros, Vals, and Gates with just their 30 caliber guns. Taylor and Welch quickly ran out of ammunition, landed at Wheeler Field near the center of the island, refueled, reloaded with 30 and 50 caliber ammunition, and took off to find the Japanese again. These two are credited with downing a total of 6 Japanese warplanes before their own planes were disabled. Both pilots received a Distinguished Service Cross for their actions that infamous day. 402 U.S. planes were on the ground at the beginning of the attack that day. 188 destroyed, 159 damaged, and just 155 left on the ground in varying stages of repair.
The first wave of 189 Japanese Zeros, Vals, and Ks hammered Hawaii for almost an hour. Then came the second wave of additional 171 aircraft to continue the strafing, bombing, and dropping of torpedoes for yet another 70 minutes. Yes, that's a total of 360 enemy warplanes. As the attack proceeded at Pearl Harbor and Higgins Field, the devastation was terrible. On the eastern edge of Ford Island, in the center of the harbor, 9 battleships lay at berth. The California, Oklahoma, West Virginia, Tennessee, Nevada, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Utah, and the Arizona. The first Japanese hit with Kate torpedo bombers. The initial waves of Kates hit 5 of our battleships: the Oklahoma, the California, Nevada, West Virginia, and the Utah. These Kates were specially equipped with shallow running torpedoes, specifically designed for the attack of Pearl Harbor. You see, the shallow waters of Pearl Harbor would not allow for the use of normal deep running torpedoes.
That would take away any claim that the Japanese might make that this was an attack of opportunity. No, this was indeed a well-planned attack. Then came the Val dive bombers, armed with 1,700-pound armor-busting projectiles made from 16-inch battleship guns, but converted to aerial bombs. These planes dived down on the Nevada and Arizona, the Bell Replica coming in for your left. The anti-aircraft fire veered the Bell, just like the one in front of you, away from the Nevada on the first wave, but the Arizona was not that lucky. A bomb stabbed the Arizona through her forward magazines and exploded, touching off more than 1 million freedom for the entire world. We do this in appreciation of that dedication, determination, and effort, and extend our appreciation to the men and women fighting for our freedom all across the world today. We salute them all, past and present. And now to your right, in a final salute to everyone here at the first day of Wings Over Houston 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, the planes of Tora Tora Tora. Get your cameras ready, focus them right out in front of you. You are going to have a surprise. Smoke on right now.
Oh, yeah!
How'd you like that, folks?
Let's go!
Well, now it's our opportunity to introduce you to all of the members of They Fly By For You. In the lead, flying 0115, Doug Durr from the Woodlands, north of Houston.
And number 2, our second generation, Patrick Hutchins from Bayou Vista.
Followed by 0112, Ron Wright from Huntsville, Texas.
And incoming is 0113 with Chris Walker from Palestine, Texas.
Followed by Kate 313, flown by Daniel Rathbun from Midland, Texas.
And here comes Kate 356 with Mike Hastings from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
0 Dan Reedy, 114, another second generation Tora pilot. He's from Pearland.
And here's 310 with Parker Rathbun, Midland, Texas.
And Val 78, Chris Houston from Brownsville, Texas.
And our B-17 landed already, but our pilots for that were John Cotter from Houston and Eric Aldridge from Tomball.
Head of Pyro is Gordy Webb from Springport, Michigan.
My name is Denise Walker.
I'm Ray Norton from McAllen, Texas, and for 50 years now, we are Tora Tora Tora. You're getting to watch Craig Hutain flying the P-36 Replica, and you might say that Craig was born with aviation in his blood. His father, Barney, was a pilot, B-24 commander in World War II. After the war, Barney had a long airline career, retiring from Eastern Airlines in '82 after 30 years of service. Along the way, Barney nurtured his fledgling pilot, helping him build balsa wood airplane models and gas-powered U-control flying models. When Craig was just 10, Barney plopped him down on a couple of phone books and extra cushions and started teaching him how to fly a J-3 Cub. Well, there was no turning back for Craig. He quickly developed a love of sport flying, biplanes, radial engines, and aerobatics while looking at a local Westport airport and training for his pilot's license. He soloed at 17, completing a sportsman aerobatic routine in his first solo flight. It won't surprise you to know that Craig became a flight instructor while he was in college, graduating with a degree in aeronautical engineering. He immediately went to work for the airlines, is now a senior captain on the Boeing 777 airliner for United Airlines, based out of right here in Houston. Craig has amassed over 32,000 hours of flight time and over 100 different types of aircraft. He's rated as an airline transport, commercial glider, and seaplane pilot, in addition to being a good aerobatic pilot. And he's a flight instructor for single and multi-engine aircraft and instruments. He owns a Vans RV-8 for you sport flyers. Oddly enough, Craig's first experience with Tora 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 was not in an airplane. He started out in the pyro field as a helper However, he got the flying itch, and the rest is what he laughingly calls expensive history. Craig currently flies several types of CAF aircraft, including all 3 types of Tora planes. He also flies the Bell P-39 KingCobra, the Bell P-63 KingCobra, and a P-51 Mustang. Craig and his wife Lori live in Montgomery, just north of Houston. It will also not surprise you to know that he's currently building a Cult Special. That's a radial engine version of a Steen Skybolt biplane. He hopes to be doing aerobatic routines in that before too long. Craig Hutain.